Okay, what are we talking about today, motherfucker?
Darby. Do we need to do any kind of introduction? Like,
I don't know.
what up,
What up?
bitches?
Yeah, you are.
Yes, herring in my...
Yeah, you
I've lost my shit now.
Right. Hi guys, welcome to the gear demo thing.
/ matching guitar show. This is Jake.
Hello, Mr. Dan. Mr. Dan Leggatt. Well, thank you for coming.
Oh, thank you for having me.
It's really great to have you here. What we're doing is we're doing a gear demo.
Because there's not enough of those on the internet.
Especially not for compressor pedals. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk to you about compressor pedals. A particular compressor pedal, mind you, the Wampler Ego. Dan, what is a compressor pedal, first of all?
Well, I believe the internet definition is it makes the quiet stuff louder and the louder stuff quiet.
I don't think we need to go any further
How
than that.
accurate do you think that is?
Perfect. For guitarist purposes, that's all you need to know, really.
Yep.
There's some extra little buttons that do the job, but you know, sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah, I think you could definitely overcomplicate the compressor definitions and controls, but for us mere guitar mortals,
Yeah, man. I mean, it's not something you should do with your eyes. You should be working compressors with your ears.
you should definitely.
I think that just, makes everything better.
Yeah,
Because it's not really you could get into the technicalities of it, but there are certain things where you go, okay, well, this is what I want it to do. And if you're very clear about that, then you can get a good sound.
So what do you want a compressor to do for your purposes?
Well, this is why I got the Ego, the Wampler Ego. It's a fantastic bit of kit, and I bought it because of the controls. Really, it has a blend control, which I think is absolutely essential for what I wanted it to do. I didn't want the compressor to be too noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can use it like an effect, if you like, the kind of the classic Boss CS1 type sound.
Super squish.
Yeah, or you can use it for something more subtle. Now, what I wanted it to do is just kind of sustain the tail end of either clean chords,
mm-hmm.
or to to make the sustained notes in a lead line more singing. Very proud. We'll make the...
Put that bad boy on
What's happening
silent.
there? Who is it?
It's my missus.
What's she saying?
She said, "Did you eat before you left?" She's sweet, isn't she?
Nice.
Checking up on me.
Nice girl. So I wanted it basically to do that particular job, and that's where the blend knob comes in, because it was allowing a lot of the, original guitar tone to come through while just adding that kind of extra layer of compressed signal.
So do you actually have the compressed side of it quite squishy, or do you still have it quite subtle?
I have it very subtle, but the problem is for the sake of a gear demo, you don't really want that kind of subtlety coming in and ruining it.
I think in my experience, for me with compression, it's more sometimes of a feel thing than it is a sound thing. Yeah, because especially lower wattage amps, I like, especially with clean sounds, you can turn it up to a point that you get that bit of sag and an interaction. I think a lot of the times when you play an amp and it feels or sounds sterile to you, I think a lot of that is that the amp's not working hard enough. And I think you can use a compressor to compensate for that a little bit.
As a proxy for something in the gain stage.
Yeah.
That's cool. And I've used it for that sort of thing before, even in recording, putting like stuff in the front of it. But let's just have a quick look at the Wampler itself and have a look at the knobs.
I like the colour.
So here we go. This is the magic of video. We are switching to the iPhone.
The hottest compressor in town.
Here we go. There we go. In the bloody lovely little frying pan we have there. So we've got the sustain knob. Pretty much does what it says on the tin. It has a kind of... for me, it kind of kicks in a mid-rangey quality as well. The tone knob, that is essentially a treble control, but obviously, it's going to be doing something very specific. The attack knob, we'll talk about later. The blend knob, we've already mentioned a little bit about, and the volume knob pretty much does what it says on the tin. This is just kind of all at 12 setup. So Dan, do you want to just see what that sounds like? Stop playing! Stop playing! Now, what are we going through? We're going through the Victory V40.
Yep, and the 2 notes captor.
2 notes captor. So that just gives you an idea about what we're working with there. So it's going straight into an impulse response. So we're getting the compressor going through a real amp, a real clean amp, and you know it's doing wonderful things. Let's just try messing with the settings a bit. If you do some playing, I'll just screw around like the crazy guy I am. Hang on.
Cut around that chord. Is it worth us hearing the dry amp sound?
Oh
first?
yeah, that's a very good point. Here you go. So as you can hear, it's a bit spikier.
Yep.
No, just play one note and see if it sustains. Very natural sound, very nice sound, and it's worth saying that the amps are compressors in a way. They, you know, if you try plugging your guitar into a computer or into your interface or straight into a desk, you'll hear that the guitar signal is very weak. So when you amplify, you are in fact compressing it, and all you need to do is just kind of add stuff to the system that makes it sound nice
and pretty.
Yeah, exactly. Again, it depends on the kind of music you want to make. So there we go. Let's play a little bit more so we can hear it. I'm turning it on now. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, good. Let's go blend all the way, just to go crazy. It's cool, man.
Filth.
So let's do a slightly different setting now. Let's go for what does attack do, Dan?
I believe it's the time it takes for the compressor to kick in and do its work.
Cool. And
Is that right?
yeah, no, that is right. But you know what's always bugged me a little bit about pedal things is that we don't know whether this means fast, like this way, or this means fast as in a lot.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
Right? Now, I think the case on most things is fast attack is like that. And then slow attack is like that. So you should, it lets more of the that lets more of the initial attack through, and then the compressor kicks in later on.
Yeah.
And sustains things. So let me put it on a setting that I would typically use, which is attack to about there, because I don't really know what it does, and a blend to about there, tone about there, and sustain just not doing that much at all. But yeah, blend about there, and then let's kind of leave it on all the time, sort of sound, you know. And yes, we'll do a bit more playing, and then we'll try it with some different sounds and some different guitars and through some different amps.
Yeah, I think it's worth pointing out as well. But when we did between the core amp sound and the compressor, it actually changed the way I play.
Yeah,
you know, I feel like I can attack the guitar more because I'm not scared of the transient.
Right. See,
you know what I mean?
I'm coming at it from a slightly different angle. I like that sense of the explosion and the. Sorry.
Shit.
And the thing. I think that. But then again, it really depends on the genres you're playing. I think a lot of people, when they approach compression, use it as a kind of security blanket.
Yeah.
And I think that's fine if you're using that for maybe a jazzy sound, but you might want to try to achieve that without compression. It will never be a replacement for a good, solid technique.
Oh,
for example.
No.
You know, but all these things, they come into you know, people's decision making when they buy compressor pedals. So yeah, so let's try it with that sound. Or have we already tried it with that sound?
No, that's the one you dialed as yours. So
let's try it.
would you like to have a
Not really.
have schwang?
I didn't know this was in tune when he gave it to me. Yeah, so, you know, it's one of those.
What does your little switchy do?
It's a noiseless thing. This time. Not that you need to clap with modern day technology.
I like it though.
Yeah,
It feels
it's-
official.
It's better.